Thank you. I'm Jen Olson, representing the Senate Republican Caucus, and Senator Terry Bonhoeff is here representing the Senate DFL Caucus, and Representative Paul Thiessen is the leader of the House DFL Caucus, and Mike Beard is representing the Republican Caucus in the House. 10 years ago today, I took off from the Coleman Field, just over the skyline here, with the Commissioner of Corrections and several of my legislative colleagues heading for Kansas to visit a faith-based prison program. We were not very far along when Representative Skoglund, Wes Skoglund, handed a scrap of paper that had been torn off from the corner of a notebook to me, and I read it, and it said, 2 planes have crashed into the World Trade Center towers. And I looked at him and I said, is this a joke? And he said, the pilot sent it back to us. Within a very short time, the 3rd plane had hit the Pentagon, and all planes were ordered out of the air. Commissioner Ramstad, herself a survivor of a plane crash, was obviously distraught with her brother, Congressman Ramstad, in Washington, D.C. And her daughter had just returned to City College of New York, just blocks away from the World Trade Center towers. So it was a tough time. I came here today from a recognition of this day at Mound, where 9 years ago today, I think the first, if not the only, permanent memorial to the victims of 9/11 was dedicated. And I bring it up because I remember very well, 9 years ago today, Senator Paul Wellstone, Mayor Norm Coleman, Congressman Ramstad, and many of our local officials, along with Tom Burnett Sr., the father of one of the heroes in that flight in Pennsylvania that made the decision to give their lives and protect lives in the state capitol. Today, I'd just like to share a few thoughts that I presented that day because I think they're still appropriate for today. There are some who say we should move on and not dwell on the terrible acts that took the lives of so many unsuspecting people and caused unthinkable pain and trauma to thousands of families of victims and survivors who will carry the scars for the rest of their lives. They have paid a high price for the wake-up call to this generation of Americans who have come to take so much for granted and who have the responsibility of protecting the liberty and justice for which the flag of our republic stands. We must never forget that life is precious and freedom is fragile, and there are those that would use any means to deny us of both. May God give a special measure of comfort and strength to those who have suffered such pain and cause us to renew our commitment to our Creator, who has given us the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We ask for wisdom as we seek to protect those rights for all. And today I want to say thank you to all of you for coming out today to stand strong together, not out of fear, but determined to honor the courage, service, and sacrifice that this day represents, and to protect the values and principles that make the United States of America unique in the world. Thank you.